Welcome to the Thin Blue Line Outdoors Podcast.
This pig came barreling.
Just ended up puking last night. It sucked.
Whoa! Ah! We gut it, we wrap it in tinfoil, throw it over the fire.
Hey everyone, another podcast here. This one's with Ryan the Redcoat. Ryan has had a successful bow season, so he's recapping his bow season so far, and then also prepping and talking about his Montana trip that's coming up. Hope you enjoy this one. As you can see, I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, and it's in November. This is November the 7th as I record this. This is probably the worst day weather-wise of my Rubb vacation so far. Not that big a deal. I'm out here on my permission piece with a buddy of mine. Hopefully he has some luck. Hopefully I have some luck. But yeah, the team has done great. I got multiple buck videos coming your way. So I hope you guys enjoy all the content that will be coming your way. We have a bunch of deer season left. Super excited. Gonna be plenty of hunting still to this day. Yeah, just been a good time so far, and it's just gonna keep getting better. All right, bye.
All right, what's going on, everyone? This is the Thin Blue Line Outdoors Podcast, episode 119. We've skipped a week or two. Last podcast I heard was with Anthony, and where we talked about some bear hunting and some deer hunting. He's had some successful deer hunts. Well, we have the Redcoat here, Ryan. You guys hopefully just watched the vlog with him 2 vlogs ago now. Might be 3 by the time this podcast comes out. But Ryan's going to talk about his successful deer season so far, and then he's got a big trip planned. We've hinted it on a couple other things already. But, yeah, I'm going to let Ryan go right into his bow season so far here in Illinois. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. Mate, the emotions I had on Monday driving home were unbelievable. Been speaking about this for so long. We finally got our Montana tags. I've said it so many times. So I had to go. I've got an opportunity for a 3-buck year. A couple of goals from last year. You know, I want to be 100% on every one of my shots to be an ethical hunter. I want to go out there to get the job done. I feel like I'm at the point now where I've learned enough about the land, enough about the animals that I'm hunting to be able to sort of put it all together, follow patterns, and you know, use me past experiences on each and every hunt. So 2 weeks ago, I downed a doe within 15 minutes of light, dead, done. 1 shot, and she was down. She didn't go nothing but 15 yards.
Yeah.
So I was very happy with that. Super clean shot. This legal was 6:45, as I say. By 7 o'clock, she was down. It was one of the shortest hunts I've ever done. So I was grateful for that. Then I switched then. So now I'm thinking I need to fill me buck tag. 1,100 miles plus I done last week to get this job done. As I say, you know, Cos invited me down to Southern Illinois. So after I killed me dog, went right back into work. I think I'd done like 4 doubles or something. And then got on the road basically straight away to Cos's, Southern Illinois. Gorgeous, stunning. The whole time he's saying, just wait, just give it an hour. It'll be like cockroaches. So at this point, I'm like, okay. The field was like cockroaches. Honest to God, I must have seen about 15, 16 deer in the field alone. And a couple of big, nice, mature shooter bucks, 10 points. Would have wrecked my bow records. Stepped out and, you know, he came to 60 yards. One of them came to 60 yards. I've shot at your house to 50. I've done research on the 10-point crossbows as well, and 10 points actually recommend, you know, 40, 50 max, you know. Ethically, I'm thinking, okay, I could have shot. I could have done a spine shot, as you know, probably would have hit the deer. I just never shot out there. I'm thinking ethics. So I let that one pass. Then another one came out. I think it was like 225 yards or something. Ended up rattling and grunting him into 111 yards, and then he just stopped. The wind was terrible that day, but I made the most of it. And I got some lovely footage Had a lot of great experience. Loved every minute of it. Back on the road, 350 miles back up here, straight back into work. Now, what had happened was, a couple of days before I went back, I was getting pictures, and I thought, okay, one picture specifically had a buck basically following a doe. So I thought, okay, so the farm must be starting to heat up here. So I had it in the back of my mind, and I know I was saying to you, I need to come down and see you because you had some stuff for me from Montana. So I was like, yeah, I'll keep you updated. And I was getting pictures and pictures, and they were all daylight bucks. So I thought, okay, time to bite. So I'd done my usual 4 16-hour shifts and a regular 8-hour shift. On my first day off, which was Monday, got up nice and early. I was at your house, I believe, at 10 o'clock in the morning. We talked a little bit. I grabbed the scope off you, back in the car, another 100 miles. So a 3-hour car ride to yours and then another 2-hour car ride to the farm. Now, this is where things got really interesting to me, and I'm really excited to get you these videos because it's short, it's sweet, but it's hilarious. I even watched them all myself. I use the term shaking like a shitting dog a lot throughout this whole video because, honest to God, it was just mind-blowing. So here's how it all went down. I left yours and I got to the farm at 12:45. I pulls my truck up, do my interview, and I say on the interview, I'm not messing about here now. I'm here for one reason. I've got my goal. I want to fill my book tag. Then I'll be tagged out on bow in Illinois. I can put the bow to bed until next year, and I can shift focus to Montana then. So I got dressed straight away, got everything ready, got in my truck, drove the truck out. I get out the truck, and I walks around. So, you know, you'll remember it. You've got our Ashes tree stands about halfway down the hill, and we come in through the back and walk down that trail. Well, that new stand that me and you put up is not too far away. So I'm walking down the trail. I pass our Ashes tree stand on the right. And then next thing, I'm like, whoa, whoa. So I pulls my phone out real quick, 2 10-point bucks. Run down towards the fairway at the bottom. Hop the fence. So I'm watching them. I get a bit of film. Next thing, they turn. Bang. One of them jumps right back over. So I'm like, whoa, this is weird. He's coming back. So I've got a little bit of footage on that one. And I've seen the other deer a little bit further down, probably about 90 yards. So I've got a little bit of footage of him. Next thing, when I tell you, mate, out of nowhere, I'm saying 15 yards. It was probably 10 yards. Next thing, the bushes have just lit up. And this doe comes barreling right past our Ashes tree stands it was.
Yep.
To all them big bushes. And goes, phew, smokes it right past me. So as you know, we're on a hill. So I've spun around with all my gear, nearly went tits up, nearly went down the hill backwards. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm leaning up against the tree like this now. My heart's pounding.
Yeah.
Dude, about 5 seconds later, this fucking 10-point buck, nose to the floor, vroom, comes right past me again at 10 yards. I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on here? Lads, I thought I'd ruined me hunt. I just got out there and spooked two 10 points, which must have been about 50 yards from the stand. Next, I didn't see the dog. That's why I shit myself on that one. So she comes barreling out. One of the bucks follows. So I'm up against the tree now. My heart's pounding. He didn't care less about me. I just walked down there. No sense spray, not like that. So obviously he's just walked right over me step. One thing in mind, the dog. So at this point, my heart's pounding. Wait until you see the interview when I get up in the tree stand. So I'm like, oh my God.
I do got to ask, where's your crossbow at during all this? To your back?
No. Yeah, well, I had it on my back, you know what I mean, as I was walking in. And when I seen things, you know. And you know what? I've thought about this. Not just because you've mentioned it, I'll say it now. I probably could have tried to get a shot off, but I mean, honest to God, after that doe flew past, lad, I wasn't thinking about anything but fucking making sure my ass wasn't full of shit. Yeah. So I said, I've got to get to the stand. So it's only 25, 30 yards away from the tree stand where it was. So I'm fucking scuttling down the tree stand. I've never flew up a tree stand so fast. tied my bag off, tied the bow off, went up there, and I'm sitting there. I do an interview, and I mustn't have been in the tree 40 minutes. I'm thinking, have I ruined the hunt? Is it over? They're chasing. I can see them chasing. I've just witnessed it with my own eyes. So I thought, just relax, get into the frame of mind. So anyway, it must have been about maybe 30 minutes later, if that. I couldn't even tell you the time. You'd have to time it on the GoPro, see what it was. I've looked to me right, and about 97 yards to me right, I've just seen two doe again jump the fence, come onto my property there. So I'm watching them, like waiting. I'm like, weird. They're being chased by something here, but nothing's following them. So I'm looking. Next thing, a buck steps out. It was 97 yards away. Couldn't really see what it was. I knew it wasn't no giant or mature deer, but I knew it was a buck.
Yeah.
So then
Ryan, keep telling the story. I gotta grab something real quick. Keep telling the story. You go ahead.
So I'll tell this to an empty screen right now because I'm in the middle of the most epic story. And he's just got up and left me. I mean, what is this? What type of professionalism is this, guys? I mean, but I'm just going to start talking, and then when he comes back, I'm going to give him a hard time because that's what we do around here. Anyway, he's a great guy. Honest to God, Cody is a great guy. So, what's happening, lads? So he's back now anyway.
You son of a gun. Dude, so I got a case of the sniffles. So just all the times in the tree stand here lately. Like I feel good. The wind dies down tonight. I'm like, okay, the deer should start moving. It's like my nose just started running. It's like as soon as the wind died down, I'm like sitting there, like, and then of course here comes these does. The wind, it's dead quiet. I got these does like at 15 yards. I'm like, I need to blow my nose, but I can't.
Oh my God! So you're sick right now?
No, just the sniffle. Just got runny nose a little bit. So no, I feel fine.
Okay, guys, everything I've just said about him, just ignore. He's not feeling well. Okay, he's back now. I'll forgive him. Cut all of that out.
Anyway, continue, sir.
Okay. I mean, you interrupted the flow, guys. Just ignore everything I says. So a buck steps out over the fence again. 97 yards. I knew it wasn't no giant or no shooter, but I went straight to me grunt call. Now, I grunted. He didn't acknowledge, so I went louder a little bit. And I was even talking to Jesse about this earlier, funny enough. There's times when I've grunted so loud, it comes out like a goose call. It sounds like a goose call. But as I said to Jesse, I want to do it. As soon as the deer stops and turns its head, I know I've got its attention. So if I try it the first time, it ignored me. So I went again a little bit louder, nothing. And I went again really loud. And he stops and turns. Well, as soon as I had his attention, I grunted a couple more times. Next thing, he's turned. And I've had him in on a string, honest to God, 97 yards to 15 yards. Must have been about, again, 30 seconds or something, 40 seconds to do the 97 yards. Right over to me. Got some nice video, done some rattling at first. To sort of, me thinking was, as soon as I sat in the stand, I got set up real quick and I rattled hard. Because what I was thinking is, I need to get this rattle loud enough to sort of keep them interested, because they're obviously on this property. But before they get too far, I want to have a good rattle. Then I've done some grunts. So anyway, he came in at 15 yards, so I got a closer look at him. A scrub buck, little scrub 6. And in fact, it's the same buck that tried to Ed Gein, me doe, which we've got on video. She's lying there dead. He's coming over, licking her and sniffing her. So it's the Ed Gein buck, a little 6 point. It was him. So he comes in right in a 15 yards.
The Ed Gein buck. I'm going to have to name the video that.
Honestly, the Ed Gein buck, mate. And you know what? Once you go through all my footage properly, you'll hear me say, when he's sniffing and licking, I'm like, oh, bro, don't do that. That's some Ed Gein shit. I thought he was going to start nailing this dead deer. I was like, bro, don't. That's some eggy and stuff. Don't do it, boy. He came back. So right in 15 yards, I thought Ed Gean's gonna get it. 6 point scrub. I'll get rid of him. I've seen
get that bloodline out of this.
Get it gone. Get it gone. That's some nasty shit. So so he had to go. But I'm thinking now I had this conversation with you, and you can back me up on this one before I went. We're in a competition right now. So I've got my professional side, but I've also got my personal side, my goals, what I wanted to achieve. And it's a competition, but as you've always said from the beginning, take whatever makes you happy. Well, I know a family of 5 people that needed the deer, you know what I mean? So I was thinking that's in the back of my head. You saying that's in the back of my head. My goals for this year was to tag out on bow, which I didn't do last year. I didn't get any on bow. The deer that I got were on shotgun last year. So it sort of wanted to make up for that as well. Everyone who knows me, the goal every time I go in the fields is a giant, is a booner. That's the goal every time. But it's meat for me. I like to fill the freezer. That's what we eat. I think it's like 80% of our meat in this house. So that was in the back of my mind, and I knew my brother-in-law needed meat, so I had that in the back of my mind as well.
So you're giving him the Ed Gein meat.
So that's Ed Gein is going to feed that family of 5, mate, and he's going to be a great eat. He's going to be an absolute great
I
eat.
hope so.
Honest to God, he's going to be a great eat. So all that was going through. The last text or call that I made before I actually left out to the farm was to Jesse, saying, "You still need meat?" Yeah, all right. So I had that in my head then. So anyway, Gein, 97 yards to 15 from the grunt call on a string, straight lines it right in front of me. I did have to stop him. He was moving. Stopped him, shot him, bang. Like when you see the video, you'll hear me say, smoked him.
You get the little clip you shared, you can hear it say that. Yep.
You can hear it, can't you?
Yeah.
I said, smoked him. I knew it was a good shot straight away. In fact, when he got to about, I think it's like 35 yards to this big tree to me right, when he got there, I could swear, I just seen blood spewing. Honest to God. Great shot. So I calls Arash. There's a great moment on there. As soon as I've shot it, I've called him straight away. Now I get this weird thing, like after I've shot it here, when my adrenaline, like it's almost like I'm going to throw up. I think it's because the adrenaline.
Bro, I love it though. It's funny.
I know. Wait until you see this video. Wait until you see it. Honest to God, you're going to be in stitches, mate. It was worse than ever, just because everything that built up with the buck chasing the doe, me spooking the 2 buck, blah blah blah, getting this buck to come in on a string, all my goals, my hopes, my ambitions of getting a good bow season out the way before Montana. This was my last ditch effort. I say it on the video. This is my last ditch effort. So everything, the way it just worked out was just unbelievable.
Yep.
So yeah, so I nearly throw up and shit myself in the same fucking hunt.
How far do you run?
He, you know what? He ran right back. I think it must have been about 97 yards. The same place he came out, he ran right back, and then just over that thin wire fence, right there. I had to use the winch. So again, anyway, it gets down, goes to the spot. Finds blood straight away, so I do a nice blood trail. Got all that on camera.
Good.
And I find him, so it's great. Just got to the edge of the stream that runs through the property. Didn't even go over it. I thought it was going to end up going over. No, gets to the edge of the stream, drops. So he's down. I find him. I'm the happiest man in the world at this point. It's like, it was brilliant. Unbelievable hunts. I've had an unbelievable 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks of hunting. Goes and gets me Jeep, which is about 50 yards away from the deer fell, from where the deer fell. Got the Jeep, pulled it down, got me winch out, winched the deer out, pulls him up the hill, guts him, got all that on camera. Pulls him back, hangs him up a tree to give me some help to get him on the back of the bed. reverses me truck, drops him in the bed. I'm gone. Done. When I tell you, mate, I drove home that night, a very happy man. A very happy man, honestly. Tagged out, Illinois, and that's a wrap. Done.
Till shotgun season, till firearm season,
Till shotgun season, till Montana next week.
Yeah.
2 deer
you've had a good, first quarter of deer season essentially.
Honestly.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
No. And you know what, though? Every year, and you know this as well, every year I always get out. As soon as October 1st comes, I get out. Yep. This year, I was like, you know what? I was hunting the first 2 weeks of October, and there was one sit I'll never forget. I was in shorts, a t-shirt, and a pair of flip-flops, sweating. Yeah. And I thought that, this isn't for me, because then now I'm thinking, if I get a deer, the heat, the flies, the bugs, dealing with it. It's all very time. It's very time specific, isn't it? Yep. So I thought, you know what, this year I'm going to wait a little bit. The lads down in Southern Illinois, they won't go out in October at all. They'll only start hunting in November. And to me, I'm thinking, well, I've only got a short window. I like to hunt. I want to be out there. It's a good getaway. So I always try and make the most of October. But this year I left it a little bit later. And I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but I had 3 weeks of just experiences that I've never had before. I've never seen so many deer, never seen so many chases. Last week when I went to Southern Illinois, I really got to see the shift in deer behavior.
That late October shift,
Yeah, that shift. When I was down in Southern Illinois, I knew I was a week early because my brain kept saying, imagine this next week. Yeah. Because the behaviors I was seeing was little forkies, play fighting. Yep. And then we had the bruiser. He came out, knocking them two, pack it in, behave yourselves, splitting them up, and then running a few does off, but not chasing. You know what I mean? They were all in the field together. I thought, man, imagine this place in a week or two. So I could see that. And then, obviously, when I went to the farm on Monday, I was watching them chase. So I'm like, now we're really going into it.
I have to edit that out.
Yeah, edit that one. Dirty bastard. Yeah, so that was all part of the experience, getting to see that shift in behaviour. I did a lot of watching. I got more wildlife videography than I've ever got before, which was great. Learned a lot about the winds, believe it or not.
Yep.
Yeah, so tagged out on board. I couldn't have been happier. As I say, it was a scrub book, but great. It's going to be great eating. I know Jesse's going to be extremely grateful with that gift. Puts meat in the freezer. I've got my dough in the freezer. Got a few new recipes. Some cheddar brats made this time. I got some breakfast sausage made this time. I got some bacon again made this time. That one's for Cos and Kyle.
Shout out to Cos and Kyle.
But you know what though? Cos sent me up with a gift bag from his, and I went, listen, when I tell you, mate, I don't know what he does, but it was all with his wild pork. He's like, try this sausage. And I've had a lot of sausage in my life. But mate, when I tell you Cos's sausage,
I'm just gonna stop the podcast right
now. Mate, the minute I put his sausage in my mouth. Oh my God. The minute I put his banger, his wiener in my mouth, made the explosion. Oh man, the explosion! I've never had a sausage like it.
You've been working too much, and I've been hunting too much.
I know.
Too loopy for this.
I know. Woo. But listen, it was this sausage he gave me, honest, every single bite. Didn't want the bite to end, and he said, "Well, I've got some other stuff for you to try." Another one that he gave me was a breakfast sausage. And man, when I say Jimmy Dean's, that this was on par with Jimmy Dean's, gorgeous. So he sent me back with a big old block of that. And then the next day was a cheddar waist flavouring. Oh man, honestly, God, gorgeous. So he does a really good job with that. But he said he spent 9-10 hours on processing his wild hog he got from Tex, and he's got a video, and he showed me the video. I said, why haven't you shared it? This is great. He's got video in his kitchen, and he's showing us all the ingredients. Okay, I've got this flavour from this company. I've got this flavour from there. I said,
he needs to send me that. Yeah, he needs to send me that stuff for
honestly. Yeah, and you know what? You're going to have to try what he makes, you know. So I'll get him to send it because it was just phenomenal. So he sent me up with some snack sticks from Montana, some sausages, 2 different types, some breakfast sausage. So I've got all that downstairs. So our snacks and sort of lunches are all sorted. Just a great experience. Honest to God, I couldn't have been happier. I could not have been happier. Boom.
Well,
and again, 2 shots.
Yep.
2 ethical, straight through, no messing about. 100% record at this point. Montana might change it a little bit, but we'll see.
Well, a couple things. Number one, we totally forgot, and this is more sidebar, and I'll get to you if I see you during the season. I should have sent you home with some caribou meat. Totally forgot all about it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So remind me if you come to Austin's cookout.
Okay.
Then, but no. So to everybody else who watches our vlogs and stuff, I want to give shout out to Ryan on this. So Ryan only videotapes with 2 GoPros for the most part. I've said this to Ryan before. I've said this on the podcast before. I think Ryan definitely he gets as much stuff as you can with the GoPros. Like, I don't really have any more advice, tips, or tricks to give Ryan about filming with the GoPros. Like, you milk those GoPros as much as you can out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know you asked me after the doe, like, hey, is there anything you'd recommend? Not really. Like, you get everything you can out of those GoPros. The next step is just a different camera. But so far this year, which granted we got some big buck videos coming, but this year Ryan's doe GoPro video has gotten the most views on the long form vlogs. And, so shout out to Ryan on that. And that's why, so I want to tell people, like, you can film your hunts with a GoPro and do a pretty good job. So this is where people need to, if you're thinking about filming hunts, yes, everybody loves to have a big, like, $1,500 camera like I have, or, you can go even way higher than that if you want. But it doesn't need to be done. You can buy a good GoPro. Now, you can buy you can buy one for $299 right now if you want to do a couple years old. If you want the new one, then you're going to spend more, like $500. But whatever you want, as I let people know, you can do a good job with just the action camera style. But now, so Ryan's done with bow hunting for the most part anyway. Obviously, you can always get another tag or something depending on how shotgun season goes. But right now you're good. Now, Ryan, I'm jealous, and I think it's definitely gonna be a venture, and I look forward to hearing the story from it. But I know, Ryan, you've got this big hunt coming up about Montana. Obviously, don't give the unit or anything like that, but who are you going with? What's the strategy? What's the weapon of choice? So forth and so on.
So Montana, so this has been in our heads for about 8 years. It's actually been in progress for the last 3.5, 4 years. This is our 3rd time applying, 3rd year in a row. The first 2 times we wasn't successful. And then obviously this year we was successful. The way Montana works is you pay a hefty fee, if you ask me. You pay a hefty fee. If you are unsuccessful, you get the majority of that money back minus fees or whatever. They'll send you a check, and they're really quick. As soon as they know you haven't got it, they'll send you the check, and you'll have it back within a week or 2. So what we did was we spent a year. We saved up little 50 here, little 60 here, 100 there, whatever it was. So we saved up. Once we got the check back, I cashed the check, put it in an envelope, put it to sleep until the next year. We reapplied, we didn't get it again. We got the check back, we put the money away. In the meantime, we're still saving up for spends.
Are you getting points every time you don't get it?
No. Oh, yes, you can get preference points. And in fact, actually, this year we bought preference points. and it just gives you a boost. That's all it does.
Yep.
But this year we did get it, yes. So you're right. Now with Montana, if you apply in a group, if one of you get it, you all get it. If one of you doesn't get it, no one gets it. So this is the third year applying as a group. It was 3 of us, me, Ash, and Butch, which is my wife's uncle. I call him my uncle too. I've spoke about Butch before, and he's been out here before. So as I say, he lives to hunt, he hunts to live. He is just a hunter, simple as. So the whole goal is now, Butch is going to be out there a week early. And in fact, he had a real nasty surprise last night because he just crossed the border to North Dakota and absolutely slammed into a doe, which totals his car, airbags deployed. Thankfully, he's okay. So he was supposed to get into Montana early hours this morning, but ended up staying in North Dakota for one night. This is how much he wants it. The man woke up, went on the internet, went out and bought not a brand new truck, but a new truck. Bang, went, picked it up, test drove it, went to the junkyard, got all the stuff out of the junkyard and got back on the road. So he'll be getting there tonight. So he's going to be there about maybe, 4 or 5 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. He's going to be there 6 days before us. He's going to get out. He's going to do some scouting, some hunting. And then fast forward to Monday, our Ash arrives Monday, 5 o'clock. We'll come back, we'll have some barbecue like we do every year. And then Tuesday morning, the plan is to set off early. And then that'll hopefully get us into Montana around 11 p.m. on Tuesday night. The drive is not to be underestimated. I'll tell you that now. It's an 18, 19-hour drive. But I've got a plan for that. My plan is to get through Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. And that's going to take about 9.5 hours. If I can do that leg of the journey, then at that point, my plan is to let our Ash drive because it's a straight shot then. Straight shot. We're out of Chicago, we're out through Madison, through Minneapolis, and then it's just a straight shot then. North Dakota into Montana. So that's the game plan. We'll probably start hunting straight away the next day. Wednesday, at least scouting. We're planning to a couple of days in the wild. We are taking a tent. We've got our heaters, means to make fire, good sleeping bags, jackery for all our power. Butch has been saying, there's a lot of hunters out in Montana. It's public land, so there's a lot of hunters. But the bigger deer you're going to find where other people can't get to. Now, I've spent the last 2 years building my Jeep with Montana in mind. So hopefully we can get into spots where other people can't get to. And then camp out if need to. We spot a herd, we'll camp out. And then we'll glass them, and then we'll catch up with the herd the next morning. So we are willing to put the work in it. I'd be a liar if I told you I'm ready 100%. I've done everything I can to sort of get in the mind frame. I know it's a different ball game. It's a completely different hunt. I just want to soak up every minute of learning. We're not in a tree stand. We're hiking. And I've watched videos where there's fellas hiking 10, 12 miles a day. Hills and rocky terrain. And, it's not to be underestimated at all. Butch has got a GPS. He's got a GPS for us as well. Obviously, we've got satellite phones. There's a danger element to it as well. You're thinking bears, wolves, coyotes, whatever else could be out there. So there's that whole danger aspect to it. So safety is going to be the top of my thing. Learning the landscape. A lot of driving, a lot of walking, a lot of fighting episodes probably. I'll make sure our Ash gets them on camera for you.
Appreciate
but
it.
It's going to be different. It's going to be different. So that's the plan for Montana, and then we want to get the job done as early as possible. As always, we always want to get the biggest deer as possible, as always. And then we do want to get back for Illinois shotgun season. It's going to be tight. It's going to be difficult, but we've got it in our head. We want to get back. There's a few nice bucks out there on the farm, and I want our Ash to have a really successful year this year.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but your Montana tag mule deer is your target species, but it is good for whitetail, correct?
Yeah, so Montana's one of them. think it must be one of few states that you get a buck tag, and it can be for either whitetail or it can be for mule deer. Obviously, the target buck is mule deer, but we've had this discussion. I sort of threw it out to you as well. You know, if a 170, 180 whitetail comes out, that's a buck of a lifetime. So I don't think it'll get past, if I'm honest with you, if we are fortunate enough to see it. But mule deer is the species. And then one last thing, I'm looking like I'm going to be good for meat, regardless of how successful we are in Montana. But we've got Montana, 2 buck tags, and then when we get back, I just want to say this because I was inspired on the way home. So I was speaking to the farmer, and he's part of that, you know, one of them groups that goes to different states and builds houses for people that have been through disasters. Look, he just got back 6 weeks in Colorado. They're heading back out in December to go build a house. I think it's in South Carolina or something, another house that was destroyed by a tornado. 100 folks all show up. Everyone's got the trade and what they're good at. None of them get paid. None of them complain. No one curses. They just show up. They do what they do best, and then they leave. And at the end of the week, they built a brand new house. So when he was telling me this, I said to him, I said, there's no excuse. There shouldn't be one single homeless veteran in this country. You know, when you hear about like what you're doing right now, you're building a house in a week. What? All off donations. So then it got me thinking as well. My wife's a social worker for the Salvation Army, and I'm looking like I'm going to be good for meat. But the farmer said he's got a doe problem and he wants it taken care of. His neighbour's seen 20 plus does eating his elderberries. I said, okay. I wasn't going to shoot any does during shotgun season because, you know, I'll never shoot anything that I won't eat or whatever, or what I can give away. So I said, okay, well, I'll take a doe. But what I'm going to do in your honour, because you've just inspired me, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, if we get does, I'm going to actually pay for them to be butchered, because the only way the Salvation Army will accept, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, you'll only accept meat if it's being butchered, won't you? So I've said, like, I will pay for it to be butchered, and then I'll donate it to the food bank, which my wife does once a week. So
you should also look in, I don't know in your area if there is any. I know I do not have one in my area, but there's an organization called Hunters for the Hungry.
Yep, I've heard of it. Don't know anything about it or where it is, but I know there is a program.
Yep, I know. I personally, I know some people here that could use the meat if anybody gets extra.
Oh, well, and that's fine as well, because I'll have more than enough.
Oh, what I was going to say was my uncle, you know, obviously did the tax service.
Yeah.
He had a list of families essentially.
Okay.
So unfortunately, one I never understood this. There's more to deer hunting than just the meat. Obviously, the meat is one of if maybe the most important part of it. But we also do it for the experience and just be out in nature and all that. Unfortunately, you know, throughout the years, and I've seen some of it. People go out, shoot a big buck, have no desire for that meat, no desire, and take care of it, and it's very frustrating. Well, that's where my uncle, when he was in the taxidermy business, he had families ready to take that meat, so no deer ever went waste. So that's I think what you're doing is commendable, and I actually saw, you know, where you fall on the political side out in the world, you know, that's up to everybody else to judge. But you know, with the federal government shut down, all the food stuff's going to be closing down here soon. I actually saw where a lot of hunters are willing to donate some meat for people.
Oh, nice.
It's been kind of all over the news and stuff. So I think hunters, this is a rare chance where hunters can kind of step up in the world and kind of, you know, give out some meat for families, feed them. And who knows, maybe in the long run, maybe that will also even help us, where maybe somebody was anti-hunting, but, you know, somebody helped them out, fed their family for a while in their times of need, and, you know, maybe we'll change some hearts and minds, but you never know.
Yeah, and that's what we're set out to do. I've already changed a few people in work with the venison chili. people that were adamant against it. Took a chili, and my wife asked for some. I said, "Oh no, don't take it on. I'm going to take it to work. There'll be plenty left." Man, there wasn't a single scrap of chili left, and it was lovely to see because people that had worked on for 2 years that had never. Oh no, no way, no way.
Yep.
Coming in, taking a bowl. You know, I'm like, nice, so that's good. But yeah, after he told me that whole story about them building houses, not getting paid a penny, on the way home, I was just thinking, I've got more tags than what I need. Now, going back to what you said about the whole shutdown things, everyone can help each other, and if a group of men can build a house, men and women can build a house in a week and not get paid a penny for it, all on donations, then little Joes like me and you, you know, we can do our part as well. Now, again, I don't mind trophy hunters. Go out and shoot a trophy every year, but don't even think about taking that trophy and leaving any of that meat. Give it away, donate it, get it butchered, then give it away. You know, there's the Salvation Army food banks, which I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to put it in the name of the farmer and his wife. And my wife said she'll have a letter, you know, sent out to them thanking them because, you know, again, I'm just grateful for them every single year. They just let us come out, and they're so kind and generous, and the stuff that they do is through their church. This summer he built their church. Again, he's built a house. He went out to Colorado, helped build his daughter's house. He's going back in December. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to pay it forward as well. So any extra meat that I get, and I'll take out those for him, no problem.
Well, let's be honest here. That's awesome. It does extend your season too. Like,
yeah,
I mean, there is everybody wins in this situation.
mm-hmm.
You know, obviously some families getting fed.
Yeah,
You know, you're paying it forward.
mm-hmm.
You know, you also get to hunt longer, and we got to thin the population. I mean,
yeah,
Illinois. I mean, you know, I have some issues how we manage trophy bucks in this state, and that's a whole nother podcast we can get into.
mm-hmm.
But our deer numbers are still high. That's because a lot of people don't shoot does. And you're again, other than the deer, everybody's winning in this situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you know, sometimes the deer get away, so that's the whole point of it, isn't it? So sometimes the deer win.
Correct.
But I just thought to myself that, you know, I think that would be a great end to what's already a great season. Hopefully continues to be a great season. If I'm in that position to be able to do so, which, you know, last year I wasn't. I was desperate. It was only until the last day I filled my freezers. But, you know, if I'm in that position, there's a lot of good people in the world, and I think what one way I can give back is that. So I think that is my ultimate goal. I wasn't going to take it out. I said that. In fact, I was only going to take it. I was only out for the trophy. But if I get a mule deer in Montana, the only way I was going to shoot something Illinois, it was a decent buck. The rest of the time I'd be with our Ash, trying to get him onto something. But now that the farmer said that he needs help, he wants some things, I said, okay, I can help you out with that. You know, I don't mind shooting a doe or two.
Absolutely, man.
So that's my plan. That's my plan in a nutshell. Long-winded, but first goal is absolutely complete. One doe, one buck. I'm happy. I'm very happy. On to the next challenge.
As you should be. I know I'm really excited to hear about your Montana hunt. I think you guys are gonna have a blast. I know some of my favorite hunts I've done were the Colorado trips, and they were unsuccessful. You know, I didn't get an elk, but there's the laughs I had and just the good memories I had, and I mean, I love telling some of those stories from those hunts. So I think you guys are gonna have a blast no matter what.
Yeah.
Obviously, hopefully you're successful. But I really look forward to the video. So everybody else, I'm sure if you guys are fans of ours and have watched the vlogs, you've probably seen some of Ryan's hunts. Ryan's always a blast. Ryan, we may have some teasers. If he, depending on how the Montana hunt, you may see some little clips during these semi-live vlogs, but you will not get to see his full hunt until next year. And about the end of quarter 3, start of quarter 4, we're going to do a kind of like a movie series where we have Kyle and I and Dad's caribou hunt, Ryan and Ash's mule deer hunt, Colton's Nebraska hunt, and John Martini's cow elk hunt. So we got some good hunts coming. Pretty excited.
After saying all that, if you haven't already pressed that subscribe button on YouTube, you must be outside your mind. I don't know what other hunting channel is putting out this much content. And if you haven't seen the books that have already been laid to rest by Team Thin Blue Line Outdoors, then you definitely haven't hit subscribe. So if I were you, I'd just pause this podcast, go to your YouTube, and just make sure you've subscribed. What a year ahead.
Correct.
What a year ahead.
I was going to, before we end this podcast, I was definitely going to say, I think November 3rd has been the best day of the year so far. Not only is that when Ryan killed his buck, the biggest buck of the team this year so far, also hit the dirt that day, and the video footage is great. That'll probably be 2 vlogs from there. Garrett and my brother-in-law put the smack down on a big buck.
Oh, my gorgeous buck.
Yeah, and he did a really good job videotaping it. I came out and then helped film a track job and all that stuff. Super excited about that. We got this next vlog. We're gonna have Brock's buck on it as well, and I believe Matt Raves. So 2 bucks on this next one should be good. On the vlog after that should be Garrett's, and then somewhere in there I got to fit in Ryan's buck still. And rumor is we may have another dead buck. We'll see what happens in the morning. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the morning. I think I'm confident. So
I am too.
Also,
that one might include a dog, which would be a fit dog on the Thin Blue Line Outdoors. I am excited for that.
Correct.
See how that works out.
When it comes to the competition, as Ryan talked to at the beginning, as you guys may know, we're in a competition with Rich Hunter Outdoors, and it's going to be the biggest average, or the largest average when it comes to buck scores. Now, I do think we were winning the other day until Ryan shot his. I think that brought our average down. I have not scored Ryan's yet, but they just shot a very nice one too. They shot a very nice buck. Congratulations to Blake. Very good buck. However, we have definitely shot more bucks, which we also have more team members. And if Brock gets his buck tomorrow, that's going to bump our average up again too.
Watch out now!
Super excited that, and guys, it's November 5th right now as we record this. A lot of seasons left. I'm chasing some good ones. Garrett still has a big one that he's chasing. So yeah, there's plenty of deer season left. So congratulations to Rich Hunters. They're doing a good job. We are too. So it's a good competition. So I can't wait to see how this ends. Ryan, before I end the recording, you got anything else you want to tell the people?
Get out there. I say it all the time. You know what? No matter how busy you are in work, or how many hours of work you put in, or how miserable you might feel while you're in work, the minute you leave and step foot on land with the knowledge of you are hunting for 2 days, everything just disappears, flutters away. Mental health, we talk about it all the time. If there's one way to ensure you get back to your baseline, it's getting out there in nature, sitting in a tree, hopefully hunting. If not hunting, you're glassing, you're chilling, you're observing, you're listening, you're smelling. The whole ordeal, I think it attacks every single one of your senses, and especially in the work that the majority of us are in law enforcement, helping people, frontline type of work, being out there in the woods. There is nothing like it. I say it all the time. I've been successful with my bow season this year. I want to pass that on to every single other person that watches us, that sits out there. Get out there, take whatever makes you happy, fill them freezers. And if I'm going to say it a million times, I'll say it a million times. Get to YouTube, man, and press subscribe. We've got a major year coming. A major year, massive year. Go ahead and do that right now. Otherwise,
appreciate Ryan.
Have a great season. Stay safe. Boom. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
and have a
Thank you.
great one.
Hopefully we have some luck. Again, Ryan always says it best. Make sure you like, subscribe, and be safe out there. See you guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed that podcast with Ryan. Again, bunch of videos still coming this way. That's why I go ahead and drop this out. Hopefully we'll have some more podcasts and stay on the regular schedule. I said I just kind of dropped this one out as soon as I could because we're going to actually move our vlogs instead of Fridays. I'm listening to the viewers. Most of you guys are watching our videos on Sundays. So I'm going to move my videos to Sundays when I'm going to drop them right now. I'll drop them about 2 or 3 in the afternoon will be my plan. And you guys can watch them then for Sunday night. So again, appreciate all the support. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate all the support we can get. And yeah, wish me luck. Still out here in a t-shirt. Hopefully a big buck comes by.